Wait for the ticker to start. Looks like the ticker's starting. All right. My name is Bruce, and you're watching Tablebreakers. Tonight, episode 56 is a very special episode. Our friend Conall runs a table. Conall will be running his version of a game. And as you can see by the shared screen there, some of you may recognize what that might be, 5th edition, which is fine because we're looking for a game that can be shared with others with very little prep. Not that that's a bad thing or a good thing, but we are trying to display the techniques we've talked about over the last year. My name is Bruce. I'm turning it over to the Bing Crosby of DMing.
Good evening. I hope everybody is going to have a fun time tonight. I just want to say it is that time of season where you should hold those dear close to you, snuggle on the couch, watch your favorite Christmas movie. Mine right now is Die Hard, and have some good Christmas cheer. And it's Merry Christmas, you fuckers, not Happy Holidays. With that being said, let's get this. Are we past 30 seconds?
Yes, sir, we are.
Let's fuck this pig.
And it's not happy. It's not Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas. It's Happy Christmas
or Happy Yule.
Happy Yule works too.
All right. So tonight we have the normal suspects, but they're playing different roles. They're playing characters that I pre-gen for them, but let them a name, and we'll see how this goes. On top of the order, we have Renardo Steelhoof. He is a cleric, and he will be played by the good Baron. Well, or the naughty Baron, depends on what side you catch him on. After him, it's Salvatore. I'm not fucking pronouncing that. Fuck off. Who is playing a fighter champion that will be ran by good old Bruce. Then we have the Slinger of Spells, the Evoker of the Madring kind, the Wizard, the Wise Man himself, will be played by Jade. The Evoker of Thomas is our bard. Now, he will have a wicked tongue and a very sharp wit, and he will be played by St. Kai himself. If you don't know who St. Kai is, there's some videos you need to watch, and you need to go to church.
No.
You don't have a say in this. All right.
I think we forgot one. My bad.
Who did we forget? Oh, we forgot the shadow.
That's not the right
Shadow.
one.
The shadow.
Looking. 1 sec.
Howdy, folks.
Shadow will be playing the pickpocket, the rogue, the scoundrel himself. But it's okay. This is a Christmas story.
There we go. My bad.
He is playing a rogue, and like I said, it will be played by Shadow. What is your name? Let me scroll up. Jake.
Somber Jack. Jake. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I said Jack. Probably because I'm thinking of my son who.
Jake. Yeah, Jake. Yeah.
Not Jake from State Farm.
No.
All right. So, those in the crowd and all this are playing with us tonight. We're going to get this going with a little bit of story of the world that you are in tonight. Tonight, you're in a northern island kingdom. The name of the kingdom, you may ask, is Iskandar. The king of said kingdom is named Grim. King Grim. Now, you're all wondering what kind of king this is. He is respected and loved by his people. There's nothing he would not do for his people because he knows without his people, he has no kingdom. He is a fair and just king. Now, with that being said, let's get into the characters. Now, the characters and the characters in this campaign were all pushed into the military at age 10, and they are drafted, but it is a good draft, not a bad draft, but a good draft. They go into the military. They are taught tools and skills that will help them become better people. And these are not one shoes fit all. No, no, no. They're all carted off to different schools of learning. If you are the fighting type, you go to become a fighter variation marshal. If you are the divine type, you become a cleric. Wizardry Arcana goes to the Arcana school. And the rogues, well, don't worry, they're not left out. They go into the sneaky, underhanded, espionage type schools. So does that answer some questions? I hope so.
You do your 5 years, you get out. Don't fucking look back. You're done.
Now,
Well, see that depends, because as the wizard, I have to earn the respect of my father, who I'm on my way to see right now, and he's not a very kind man, and I put in an extra 4 years with the military to hopefully just maybe get some. I don't know, respect from him. Maybe he'll let me take over the family. Who knows?
I'm so glad I'm not in that department that often.
Let's introduce.
Go for it.
I was going to say, let's introduce the characters. Bruce, what are you playing?
I am playing everyone's favorite. I'm playing a fighter.
Playing fighter. Now, all right.
I don't really know much about him, but I mean, I'll figure it out. It looks like it's pretty basic. A two-handed weapon, one weapon fighter type guy, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this is different from the 4E games I've played before. My name, let me zoom in on that. Salvatore Totaliteriori.
Gesundheit.
It
It means groomer in Italian.
Well, I don't know how we feel about groomers on this show. All right.
Am I going to have to backstab you, Bruce? Seriously.
I did leave that open.
All right.
He always leaves the back door open.
Oh.
No, the back shot. Not the back door, but the back shot. Go ahead.
All right. So I know I introduced everybody's character beginning with, and I know these are pre-gen, but I kind of want to hear you guys say their names yourself to breathe life in these characters. That's why I started with Bruce. So next, I'm going to go with Jade.
Yeah, hi. I'm Magnus. I am a local magistrate's son, or local lord's son. I am one of 5 children. Only 3 of us are of the actual bloodline, and 2 of them have 2 different mothers, because dad just can't keep it in his pants, and yet he has worries that I can't take over the family in a few years when he gets too decrepit and forgetful to take over, to handle the family. So my name is Magnus, and I'm a wizard. I cast a bunch of spells. I'm actually super intelligent, but very, very nervous, and that's why I signed up for another 4 years with the military, and this is because I need to gain some more experience and more, become more well-rounded and be a commanding presence. But yeah, so that's me. That's Magnus.
All right. Baron.
I'm playing an orphan. My parents are dead. I know nothing of my heritage. And I'm on a search to find my family, to find out where I came from. The church has bestowed upon me one of the few honors of males, is typically the clerics of Freya are female. I am one of the few males that do serve in the cleric. And the cleric the clerical role. So hopefully I'll be able to find some information about my family.
Who knows? Your father could be my father. You never know.
He's not dead.
He's not dead, but he
My
doesn't
parents are
claim
dead.
all of his children. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say he doesn't claim all of his children.
All right. Kai?
Well, my name is Playing Thomas, and anything else, you really don't need to know that. Obviously, I'm obviously in the tail end of my wonderful enlistment here, and I only have approximately about 103 more Sundays before I demobilize, and then I'm out of this. I'm out of this shithole, and I'm going to go on and become a real entertainer somewhere else. Because being drafted and being a bard and then shoved into what we consider to be a cheap scout skirmisher unit, even though the fact that I'm far smarter than the average dweeb I've been thrown in with. So you know what? I mean, obviously, I only have every day is just 1,440 minutes that I got to put in with crap before the next day starts. So therefore, the sooner I get done with this service, the sooner I'm out.
That's more than fair. And saving the best for last, Shadow.
The name's Jake, but most people call me Somber Jake, probably because I don't have a whole lot to say. Unlike my friend Thomas, who's always wisecracking, I've usually got a lot better things to do than hang out with you mugs. But it's the holidays, so enjoy. Bask in my presence.
All right. So everybody is coming home to the village of Baylor. It is the winter season, and there is a ceasefire for the next 2 months. And there's a festival of Yule that is going on right now. So the town is all lit up with all the festive lights, and there are games and carts with food and all kinds of activities going on. Everybody keeps talking about this new stall that's in an area who is selling pies. So, what is everybody doing? I'll start with you, Bruce.
I'm gonna go and just kind of look at the pies for a little bit, but I could really use some bread, some sweet bread. The pies never get me. Every festival, they have some pies. I'm not into pie. Give me breads. Breads are good. Diabetes good.
Next to the stall, there are about 5 stalls all lined up together. There's one that's serving hot cider, hot cocoa, and warm wine for those of age 15 and up. There is a stall that's serving sausages and chicken and things like that. Then the other one, there is the pie one. And the last stall is a stall of game of chance and skills.
Well, I'm gonna kind of go towards the cakes and the breads, and any of my friends going over to that games of skill and chance, because that's typically where they may migrate to. They think they're winners or something.
All right.
Usually.
All right. Next in line. Go for it.
Nothing.
All right. What about you, Baron?
I'm going to have myself a little bit of the mulled wine and kind of relax. And it's been a rough road. So I'm just going to have a drink, sit back, relax, enjoy.
Kai?
Okay, so there's really a lot of interest in pies, right?
Well, that is what everybody's talking about this year.
Man, coming home to town just reminds me how much I don't want to be here. It's so not metropolitan. This is okay. I'll hang around and listen to what these people are talking about, or hopefully be more interesting than the country bumpkin we are. Fantastic.
Kai?
Yes.
Now, you're very you're a very surly bard, what you would say?
Well, you see, the thing is that most of the problem comes is that when you're used to being an observationally based individual who focuses on trying to write detailed reports to people who won't read them about details that they don't care about, and that way you can then comment on it afterwards when there's a mistake and then cover your own ass for it, you just kind of get this opinion that most people are kind of schlubs, and you just kind of deal with it and then insult them later, afterwards. It's great.
All right. I'm just trying to get a full grasp of the type of character that you're playing for tonight and next week.
Like I said, I am a scout who was put into the wrong job, and I'm looking for my way out. And that is one day at a time.
I think I should rename you Corporal Klinger. Anyways,
I am not going for a section. I am not going for that way out. I would prefer to go out like the doctors, much more snarking about their whole ways to the career.
All right. Shadow, what about you? What are you up to?
Well, my sister wrote me a letter telling me about the festival this year and how the pie vendor was supposed to be something not to miss. So I'll be waiting for her to arrive, and then I'll be handing off what little money I have, since she, relies on me to take care of her. And maybe if there's any left, I'll sample the pies.
Well, you'll see your sister. She is next to the great big Yule tree that is burning, because that's what you do. That's what used to be done with the Yule tree. And she will take your hand and she will lead you over to the carts. And as you go to each one of the carts, you find out that everything is free: the food, the drinks, and the games.
Everything is free?
Everything. This is a festival of Yule, and it's coming out of the king's treasury to pay for all festivities.
Oh my God! You set up a libertarian trap adventure.
It's Yule. Be happy.
Discreetly, I will hand my sister the 15 gold that I've acquired along the way, and remark on how much she's grown since I last saw her, and that she better be minding her P's and Q's while I'm away.
I'm gonna look for the Jackie Mason gnome, telling his kids, "Go ahead, you can have one of these sweet treats, but understand, this town paid over 10 gold for each one of these 3-ounce treats. You are totally getting not your money's worth on this."
All right. Well, as some of you guys are walking by the part that has the puzzles and whatnot, the guy starts hawking, which means he starts yelling out to you, "Come try your luck. Everybody wins something, big, small, or otherwise. Are you good with locks? Are you good with aim? Are you smart enough to get through the puzzle I plan this evening? Come. Jade, what are you doing?
Yeah, so Magnus will have first gone to his family estate to fetch his younger siblings, Aurora and Evan. ages 11 and 9 respectively. And he will be taking them around the fair and all the festivities. He left Ingrid and Clara, his two half siblings, at the manor, as they are of they were the children of servants, and that is their place in the house. So they will remain. So yeah, I'm taking my siblings around the festival, and when we get to the pies, I'll order a pie for each of them, and I'll also give each of them a gold coin, to spend at the fair. If they wish to try their luck, they may do so if they wish. I will go wander over to the stall with the puzzles and such, and inquire about the puzzle that they have available.
The guy looks at you and smiles. Ah, Lord, as he bows his head. What kind?
That's not necessary. I'm not the Lord. I'm just the Lord's son currently. He hasn't deigned to name me his heir yet.
What can we play that would tickle your fancy?
Well, I heard you had some puzzles, and I like mind puzzles and teases. So if you have something like that, I would be more than happy to give a go at it.
All right. Let's see what we can pull out. He goes to a box and pulls out a small piece of paper that has a riddle on it. Do you like riddles?
I'm a fair hand at mind puzzles and riddles, sure.
All right. What has a bottom at the top?
A bottom at the top? Well, let's see here. A weird one. I have not heard this one yet. Let's see here. Bottom at the would it be a leg?
It would be technically legs, but yes, legs is the right answer.
Okay,
Now you
okay.
won one. Would you try to play double or nothing? As he puts a miniature wooden pony on the counter.
I'm sure. I'll try my luck.
All right. What tastes better than it smells?
That would be
My sister's cooking.
Oh, Jake, that's a funny one. What tastes better than it smells? That would be. Oh man, I'm stumped on this one. What tastes better than it smells? Well, I mean, if you're trying to be literal, what tastes better than it smells? That would be, I guess, a tongue. A tongue would be the taste.
He smiles at you very widely and says, "You are a very clever young man." And he pulls out a porcelain doll.
Oh, is this triple or nothing?
We could play that game if you want.
Or is that the prize?
That is the prize.
Well, what do I have to do to get the porcelain doll then?
You won it.
Oh, I already won it then. I'll go ahead and stop there. A horse for my brother and a doll for my sister. I'll take that winning.
happy Yule, and please send over your friends. There's good fun for everybody.
I will do, and I'll take the prizes and go see my siblings, who probably have already scarfed down a whole pie by now, and present them the presents as a Yule gift.
As you guys have been spending a little bit of time here, everybody is in a great mood. The war that you guys have been in seems to have left everybody's mind. Everybody is greatly happy and having a merry time. And you hear the hawker yelling out for people to come and play. There is a small carousel that has real horses that people can ride, little kids ride on and things like that. And Shadow, I want you to give me a perception check, please.
With real dice?
Right. Jade, would you roll him a perception? That's a 12 plus your perception.
Nope.
I think it's a 17.
As the hawker is yelling, he puts up a treasure chest with a lock that you have never seen on it. And he starts yelling, anybody want to try their luck?
Dumb question.
Yes.
I do know everybody, right?
Oh, yeah. You all know each other.
Okay, fantastic. Then I'm going to nonchalantly, hopefully me and the rogue have possibly worked out ahead of time that if he wants to try to figure out ways to subtly help him, if we want to rig the games and profit pretty well, I'm going to try to at least support quietly either distractions or, hell, bargain inspiration is eyeing him, so that way he gets a little bit better at doing everything he needs to.
Thank you, Thomas.
That's right, because the best way to win is as a team, and if that means fleecing the entire town, so be it.
This is the Christmas special.
Hey,
I don't approve.
I have 3 siblings, and when I roll up their ages, they are all military age. I have no family except for a mom who's probably remarried and off, in Kankakee is somewhere warm and nice and not here. So I have nothing I need to do besides follow the other rogue around and, I don't know, do something entertaining, quiet, and go do our best.
All right.
Yay, military age.
And I'll walk up to Jake there. I'll put my hand on his shoulder and go, here's a little something to help you if you need to. Cat's Grace. Good for 1 hour. You get advantage on dexterity rolls, which is I believe what it would take for you to open that.
Thank you, sir. I take a look. How is it different from the locks I'm familiar with?
The basic lock, let's say imagine has a keyhole. This lock has no keyhole. There are little seams on the sides and in the middle, but there is no physical keyhole on the lock.
Does he mind if I examine it?
He does not mind.
Tug on it a little. Look to see if there are possibly other avenues of entrance?
There are no avenues of entrance as you could find, but as you're moving your fingers around, there's a small little divot, what feels like a divot on the bottom right corner that feels like if you push it, it starts to go in, sort of.
I'll give it a push
Once
and
you
a twist.
you push it out, and the bottom part comes off.
Is it
Now-
hiding a keyhole?
Yes.
Well, I just so happen to have a couple of tools here. This one looks like it'll work. And then I'll need one of these. And I will carefully insert the first, followed by the second, wiggling as I go up.
As you are doing a dance with the pins, you hear a pop and the lock comes off.
There you are, my good man.
Very well done. Now, I see that you are skilled in the ways of locks. Do you wish to push your luck farther?
I make my own luck, of course.
He puts a treasure chest. He puts a chest in front of you. If you can unlock this box, you can have what's inside.
You hear that, Maria?
She nods her head and looks at you very lovingly and says, "You can do it, big brother."
What do I see?
Now,
How is it different from the first?
this chest has two different types of wood. It looks very checkered, a very checkered pattern, like mahogany and oak, or cherry wood and whatever. Pick your wood of choice.
Mahogany.
Yeah, mahogany. Who doesn't like saying that word, mahogany? Anyway, so
It's a great desk.
yeah, the chest is checkered, but there's once again no keyhole, and you're looking for seams, and there doesn't seem to be seams. It looks like just a big old block of wood.
I'll go over each checker in turn, left to right, giving them each a slight depression to see if they move.
You bump one, and it seems to go in and move to the side, and it has an emptied up. It has an apartment opens up.
Look inside.
You see what looks like it could be a key.
An actual key.
Well, I wouldn't say an actual key, but it looks like a key.
Can I remove it?
You take it out, and it has the back half looks like a grandfather key, but the key part does not look like a key at all. It looks like a musical note.
I see. Go over the checkers again.
As you get to the left side, you push on them, and a small paneling by square, one small level slides away. Slides it off the box as you're pushing it away.
Pull out the rectangle.
There is what looks like another key with another musical note on it.
Interesting. I'll have Maria hold on to both keys while I continue examining the rest of the box. And also the rectangular sliders.
As you do you flip over the rectangle, the squares? To
Yeah, I
look
have to
at it?
examine them thoroughly. I suspect they have something to do with the
There's a
opening mechanism.
melody that looks like there is a melody written on ink on the back of these tiles.
Hmm. Do I know it?
It no, it I no, but you know somebody around you that might.
Thomas,
Huh?
do you recognize this CD?
Well, maybe. Let's say possibly no, but honestly, I was paying more attention to our possible huckster of a con artist that we're trying to outsmart. So run this through me. Run this by one more time.
Well, there's parts of a song written on these pieces of wood. Do you recognize the song?
Oh, right.
Give me
Apologizing that I do not actually know how to read music as an actual player. So,
Yeah, right. I know.
there's not such thing as bardic knowledge anymore. What is it called for bards? I'm sorry, this is a DM hiccup.
who knows? We're kind of useless now.
Give me a knowledge. Just give me a basic knowledge roll.
Oh, goody goody. Let's go with think good. The dice roll. Let's see here. That would make it a. Where the hell's knowledge at?
So it would be a straight intelligence roll.
Oh, wow. That's okay. Still 17, so not terrible.
All right.
I mean, rolled decent.
You're looking at the music and you realize it is the first line, not the first line, but the second line in the "Hail to the Mountain King."
Okay. There you go. Moving the notes around so that way it works. You know, this wasn't exactly, my test, but here's a solution. Would you prefer a performance check than to, properly do that, right?
Yeah, but it is what it is at this juncture.
It'll be too much. It'll be too higher then. But hey, that's all right. There you go. Will that help you any?
I didn't see what you rolled.
I'm sorry. I rolled that.
14.
I rolled it in the on the board over there. Sorry.
Yeah, he rolled a 14.
You rolled a 14?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right.
14 plus 3 or 5. So either a 17 or 19, depending on if you want me to actually do performance or not.
Either way, you made it.
All right.
And you have it correctly. And you look at the two notes, keys, and it goes to the beginning and the end of the first line. And you share this knowledge with Shadow.
There you go. Here's your solution. This is how it should sound. How it should be played. I don't do requests, so because I prefer much more.
Yeah, I've never had much time for music.
I will, but not now. Anyway, dear Puzzle Box, do you need me to play it or not? As I queue up the song on Spotify right
now. No, you don't need to play it.
Good.
I'm a little confused here.
Now, As you're looking at it,
Whoa.
Oops, sorry. That's on my. That's me hitting the wrong buttons. God damn it! Turn back off. There we go. Up it is.
all right. So he says that the two keynotes are at the beginning and at the end.
One at the
Top and bottom.
Okay, so I put the keys in the prospective holes.
Well, there's something going on. Yes. Yeah, that works. And as you do it, the top slides off.
Take a look, see.
And you see what looks like a little Russian doll sitting inside.
Take it out. What's it made out of?
Wood.
Hand it to Maria.
As Maria's playing with the Russian, you do know what Russian doll is, right?
Absolutely. I would make a comment, but I'm not gonna right now. I'll tell you about it later.
As she's opening it, the very last, the smallest one, you're not 100% sure, but it looks like it's solid gold.
I tell her to hang on to that. Don't share it with anyone.
All right. So you and your sister are having, I imagine, a good time. Jake, Thomas is over there.
I'm for pie.
Bruce, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go and see pretty much what my friends are doing, but I'm really not in the mood for like. I'm just not feeling the festivals. I'm not. I don't see any pretty ladies. I'm not seeing everything seems to be focusing on here. Take the free stuff. I didn't fight for the free stuff.
Oh, as you look around, you do see that there are some women of your age floating around.
Are they floating like like wizards?
No,
Or
they're
just,
like walking around. They all seem to be going into. A lot of people are, besides for the pie and the drinks. A bunch of other people seem to be going into this large.
Wait, hold on. You failed to mention to me loud enough last time about the drinks.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to the drinks.
there's a vendor.
There's a real party over there. Why are we not there?
Yeah, I only said I was going to go get a glass of mulled wine.
An old glass of mulled wine or a big glass of old wine?
Yes.
Both sound good right now. We are terrible. We are terrible at being hedonists. I'm so sorry.
As you're getting yourself a glass of wine, looking around, the vendor says, there is a beer tent."
Excuse me, sir. Did you say beer tent?
Yes, that's where a lot of the older single people are hanging out with right now.
Yeah, I'm going over to that. I'm going over there. Thank you so much, you saint. You are a very precious individual. And I make my way over towards the beer tent.
All right. You get inside the beer tent, and it looks like an old-fashioned Oktoberfest beer tent.
Are there any girls here? I want to do this.
I knew it.
This is why we can't have nice things. Yes, there's music, there is dancing, there are waitresses bringing out large containers of what looks like ale of all different kinds, and everybody in the town, all the grown-ups or those who have got out of the service, are enjoying themselves.
I'm looking for the ones that look like they've lost all that soul and joy out of their lives. I want this to be no more difficult than picking up chicks after a hurricane smashes Florida. You know, those trailer parks, the survivors, they'll do anything for a roof over their heads.
You see a couple that look like they're there, they're smiling, but they look like they want to be elsewhere. You have a brunette with short curly hair. You have a redhead without dreads.
Oh, that's good. No dreads. No dreads with the redheads. Let's go talk to her because I'm sure she's perfectly sane.
Careful, she might turn into an owlbear.
Oh,
You walk
on
over.
her and I'm going to say, "Hi, I have TRICARE."
She looks at you and smiles. She smiles and says her name is Brunhilda.
Broomhilda.
Oh,
My
dear
name is
God.
Salvatore.
You need a wingman.
Did you know that I have TRICARE?
I have an empty glass that could be refilled.
I see an immediate need I can definitely be a resource for. And I go and I mention that to the man at the tap and make sure that gets filled right away, much like her void later on.
All right. Well, we're going to fade into the crowd and let you flirt away. Baron, what are you doing?
After I have I helped my good friend, Jake and everything else, I just kind of wander around and everything else. I'll stumble upon the beer tip myself and be like, "Why am I drinking hot wine?" I chuck the glass and walk into the into the beer tent.
As you do, you see Bruce sharing company with some young
My name's Salvatore.
Salvatore. You see young Salvatore joining the company of some young redhead. You see waitresses carrying around mugs of beer of all kind, wooden tables, roaring fire that is like dug into the ground, but it's keeping the tent warm. You see a band playing music and people dancing.
I will grab my good friend Salvatore and go. I can't remove any diseases. You know that, right? And just keep walking.
I damn. Magnus.
Yes, that's me.
What is your player doing?
Well, after I've given the Yule gifts to my two siblings, Aurora and Evan, I'm going to kind of lead them around the town. Eventually, I'm going to end up in the mead hall because the common place where most people end up meeting during Yule.
Right.
Nice roaring fire feast, and the mead flows pretty freely during festivals. So I'll end up there.
It would be, if you're looking at the map, I'm going to say the mead hall would be that long building, the long house. I would click on it, but it doesn't ringing out. So that's where it seems like most of your people are going. All right. You get into the mead house. You get into the long house. Do you have your siblings with you?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's a common place. So they have food and drink. They probably even have weak wine for the children.
They look up at you and says, "Hey, we see." They look up at you and it's like, "We see people like other kids we know. Can we go play with them, please?"
Sure. I'll be here if you need me.
They wander. They run up in the crowd, and you can see them meeting up with other small kids as everybody. All the kids are just smiling and having a good time. What are you doing?
So Magnus is going to probably be conversing with several of the other elders of the village, trying to build rapport with them, trying to show the respect due them by the house, and by his father's house. And he's going to be inquiring about any problems that the town has maybe been having, and if any of them need to be solved, or if the Lord, his father, has been taking good care of the people or not.
You find out that your father, for the most part, is doing a good job. The grain house is full. Everything is what needs to be. There's on tap. There is Shiner Holiday Cheer, which are making a lot of the elders happy.
Hey, that's a good one, actually.
That is made from peaches and pecans.
Yes, it is. It is amazing, actually. I had that last year.
I think I've seen that one at this local grocery store called Schnucks. I might have to try it out.
You should.
Absolutely.
All right, so back from back into game. Sorry, I saw the beer and I thought I should say something. All right. So there are a few rumors coming from some of the local towns, villages, but we don't know if it's just rumors or if there's something more to it.
Well, what are the rumors?
Some of the children from the orphanage are missing.
Sorry, the audio just cut out on me.
All right.
Go ahead and say that again. It's all clear now.
All right. Some of the children from the orphanage and a few other houses are missing, which is not incredibly uncommon this time of year. It does kind of happen when it gets cold out. People do get lost in the snow.
Is it a case of being lost in the snow, or where were they last seen? Does anyone know?
That's the weird thing. The Hoslins said they remember putting their child to sleep, but the next day they was just gone.
Oh, that's very disconcerting. Maybe on the morrow I will try to make the journey there and see if there's anything that my house can do for them.
And Thomas, what are you doing?
Well, I'm kind of making my way through the crowd, and if anyone bothers to, if I accumulate a crowd of individuals, because bards are potentially known for being slightly entertaining, and trying to set up for the fact that if I can get a big enough crowd to, I don't know, dash some hopes or dreams, make people see that, hi kids, are you ready for a song about what you're about to walk into? Those 9, almost 10-year-olds who are about to become part of the service, mandatory service, like good little Russian slaves getting sent off to go to the war. The war that we just got back from, and which is on a 2-month pause, about how shitty it really is, but not really. Kind of waiting for that moment to drop the reality bomb of, it sucks. It's going to suck, and you're in for 5 years of suck. And don't worry, when you get out, you're going to have nightmares and horrors about all the horrible things you've done. And
embrace that suck.
Embrace it, enjoy it, and don't worry, it's going to be terrible. But I'm waiting to drop that bomb on them until I have a big enough crowd of little kids.
Life's gonna suck when you grow.
That's exactly the song I was thinking. Hey, little kids, are you ready to, the words, sing along.
Oh, God, may you keep Dennis Leary in your thoughts and hold him dear.
Hey.
I turned my back on Christy Alley earlier this week, and you saw what happened. Shit.
Hey, Carlin's gone, so all I have is Larry. So
Carlin, freaking earlier we lost Norm, we lost the little yelling guy. I know what time it is. That guy.
Lost part of Wilson Phillips.
I know, right? Gotta do them all credit by actually, being the people who this.
Okay.
Keeping this game moving because we're on a time schedule.
That's right. Just remember, I'm out there to make people's life. I remind them that life actually is miserable, but not that bad.
Shadow, what are you doing with you and your little sister?
After we've devoured at least 2 of the free pies, we'll each walk off with, between the 2 of us, 3 more and head towards the beer hall.
Uh-oh.
You get to the beer hall. Your little sister sees the other small little children playing. Well, how old is your sibling?
17.
Oh, 17. She sees some people roughly around her age. And it says, hey, I don't mean to be rude, but can I go hang out with my friends?
Sure, I didn't just travel hundreds of miles, waging countless battles with insurmountable foes, only to have my only sibling, my only family member, leave me trying to juggle 3 pies. But by all means, just don't lose that egg.
She looks at you.
Bard knows how to juggle.
She looks at you.
You're
She
right.
gives you a huge smile, gives you a kiss on the forehead, and yells at one of the waitresses to get you 2 beers, and she wanders off.
Great. Now I need 2 more
I know
arms.
Thomas.
You're right.
I know Thomas knows how to juggle.
Yeah,
That's
couple
right.
of town folk come stand next to you, Shadow, and you guys start talking. You know everybody in town. You know everybody is, for the most part, friendly with each other. It's not exactly like we friendly, but everybody is. Everybody knows what each other's gone through and is, as friends with each other. And they offer you to sit down at a table with them. Do you follow suit?
Certainly. Keeping my eyes open for Salvatore and Thomas, and I can't read Baron's character's name. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Ronaldo.
Because I got pies for them. I have a seat and barely sip the beer.
As the night continues, everybody, all of you guys, find each other. Even Salvatore says hi before he wanders off with Broomhilda.
Hey guys, good to see you.
Salvatore,
Clink bottles with everybody that I see.
Here, quick, down this pipe. You'll need something to soak up all that ale.
Broomhilda says, "Oh, you guys found the pies too? They're called dream pies. Supposedly, if you eat them, you're supposed to have pleasant dreams that following night."
Wait, they're enchanted. I'm going to use detect magic and look at the pie.
There's no magic on it.
Oh, well, that's that was a waste of a spell, wasn't it? Okay, well,
The blood.
they're not magical people.
And you'll find me over in the corner with some people, and I am telling everyone about the new holiday that I heard about while I was at the front, called Festivus.
Oh my
It's for
god!
the rest of
I can't wait
us.
for this new Festivus holiday. Sounds like it's for all of us. The rest of us.
I'm sure there's a reference there, and I'm not getting it, but that's okay. So the night continues, and the music starts to die out, and everybody starts wandering home. You get your siblings and yourself back to your guys' home. Renardo, you go back to, I guess, the church is where you're staying.
Yep.
Um, so the next couple days seem to be going by fairly peaceful, and
Wait a second. Wait a second.
yes,
I do my best with with Mrs. Sloppy Drunk, and I feed her pie, and I'm trying my best to room with her that night. The next day, do I wake up beaten to death because she has a bad dream on them pies, or what?
no, actually, that following night after eating the pies, y'all do seem to have pleasant dreams. You're, you know,
I didn't have
instead
any of the pie. I mean, I had her pie, but I didn't have that pie.
no, you have a pleasant dream because of a different type of pie.
That's what I want to hear.
She is smiling. She's looking at you and says, "Well, that was a lovely evening.
Get out of my house.
Now she's
Um,
now I've got to go. Fuck it.
you know where to leave the money. She's like, I can make you breakfast. I can make you breakfast, but you know, I have a job to get to, and I wouldn't mind finding you later on this evening.
You want to do something later on this week?
Yeah,
All right, let's plan it for X night. That's convenient. I don't know. Do you use conventional days like Monday, Wednesday, Friday bullshit, or do you use like special days?
For simplicity, for being a one shot, I'm just going to do Monday through Monday.
Okay. What are you doing Friday night?
Friday night, I will be at. I have free Friday night now that I think about it.
Not anymore. We're gonna go out and do something. We'll figure something out. We got to damage our livers more, and have some good times.
You remembering from the night before she was able to keep up with you drink by drink?
This is why we are good together.
So, as I was saying, next couple days go by smoothly. Although there are more rumors coming up that kids are missing from other villages. On the third night that you guys are there, this would be you guys got
Dumb question. Okay, so we're on leave from the military. Are we also part of the, police or like the arbitres or the local constabulary?
No.
Or okay, then go and ask the local constabulary on, hey, you heard some weirdo rumors? Did I hear some weirdo rumors? Let me pass you along some weirdo rumors. And perhaps maybe you could call, the local arbitres and let them take care of the problem. Or at least clue them into there being a problem. Rather than wait for the problem to fall on my lap. Which it already seems to have happened. But I have no hopes because, as always, as I said, I am a scout that nobody listens to.
As you fair, that's fair.
What?
Don't look at the chat. Don't look at Flady's latest statement.
Okay.
Have to find the cop James O'Keefe in this world.
Right. And my code name is not Veritas, so I'm not going on this quest to find them.
No. I'm not Michael Jordan. I don't worry about the kids.
Hey,
Hungar, hope you're feeling better, bud.
That day, earlier that day, earlier that day, you go to check up on your siblings there, Magus?
Yes.
And you can't find your younger brother anywhere.
Really? What about Aurora?
She's still there, just you can't seem to find your younger brother.
I'll go to the other two siblings, whose names I have. Give me a sec. Sorry, I'm going to go find Ingrid and or Clara, ages 14 and 6 respectively, and I'm going to ask them if they've seen Evan.
They both said no. They haven't seen him from the night before. Is there a problem, big brother?
Well, maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go to. I know better than to go to Father because he's just going to berate me again. So I'm going to search the grounds. And do a thorough sweep of the grounds. Make sure that none of his favorite hiding places have him there.
As you look around, you can't find hide or hair of him. He is just gone.
Okay. Then I will have to go to my father, the Lord, because he would be the local magistrate to organize a search party. I should have actually. So I probably would have thought about this sooner. This is me above board.
Right.
I probably would have actually gone. Or how far away is the nearest town that was also missing children?
How far would you say Peoria is from Morton? About 20.
Ooh,
Depends. What part
wise?
what part of Morton are okay? What part of Peoria are you looking for, and what part of Morton are you heading towards?
Let's say Peoria Heights to
20 miles.
What was that?
So
20 miles.
Yeah,
a day's walk. Yeah, that's about a day's walk. It's about 6-ish hours in one direction. So I would probably have to take a horse to get there, assuming, I'd probably be lent a horse if I asked for one. So I probably would have taken a horse there to find out more information and then taken a horse back the previous day because I don't let grass grow underneath my feet. So I would have gone to the other town, found out about how many kids were missing, and then come back.
All right. It seems in the town, the next town over, which is called Tristan.
Okay.
It seems like out of the 30 families that are here, 5 kids are missing.
Okay. So then I will go see my my father, the Lord, and I'll knock on his study door. Sir, we have a problem.
He opens the door and says, "Come in."
So, as the local lord, and due the respect you are due, sir, it is my duty to report to you that there are children missing from the local towns. I'm sure you already knew of that, but now Evan is also missing.
He goes to his table. He's like, "I've been getting reports from the other majesties that this is happening all over the island. I am putting together a letter to send to the king about this." He looks at you and says, "I really need you to be my heir and help me solve this problem."
If that is your will, my lord, my father, I will do so. Does this mean you are actually considering me as a potential heir to the family? I know we had that spat a few years back when I first joined the service, and things didn't end well.
From all I've been hearing, you've been serving quite honorably and serving this family well. That the spat aside, you have not done anything to dishonor the name or our village. Therefore, I see no reason why you should not be the next in line. Depending on how this goes, well, might change things.
Very well, Father. Do we have any leads at all?
No, that's the problem. They seem to just like disappear overnight. We've had other mages and clerics come and cast spells to see if they're magically swept away, and they don't seem to be.
Okay.
We're
Well,
thinking it might be a cat burglar or a person sneaking up and taking them. But the thing is, we can't seem to find any tracks.
that's my problem as well, because I also went looking for Evan this morning, and I couldn't find any tracks either. So well, you were actually in good luck, sir, because my fire team of soldiers and myself are here in town, and we might be able to mobilize a small militia and search party.
He gives you a scroll. Hand this down to Sheriff Hemlock. Easter egg there if anybody catches it. And he will start getting the city troops together and to go see to start small searching groups. If you could get your fire team together, I know technically this is your guys' R&R, but this needs to be taken care of.
With all due haste, sir, I will see my way out.
You see him pick up a cigar and sit down and just start going over his notes again.
So I will leave him in peace there, and I will head out. Go ahead and get to the next person in the list. The first person I'm probably going to go see is most likely Jack. Or Jake, rather, because I know he would have ways and means of getting more information, more relevant information faster. So that would be the first person I go see.
All right. Thomas?
Yes.
You are staying at an inn? No, what you're staying with your mom?
No, like I said, she's out of town, at a nicer place for the holidays, and everybody else is currently, the military age and off doing whatever the hell they're doing on their leave.
They all should be coming home. I guess I didn't press that hard enough, and I'm sorry as the DM. I should have pressed that harder.
See, I was looking at the mentality of when I rolled up ages, everybody was military age, and I'm going, fuck. I'm surprised that I came back here for my leave, and you know what? I'm gonna go look around at a clothing shop and go. Well, since I have a feeling with bad shit going on, I'm about to be volunteer to do some work that I don't want to do off the clock and off the paycheck. So I'm gonna go look for me some alternate clothes to wear besides my one nice outfit, because I might have to go sneak up and stab a few people or infiltrate and find out information. So I'm gonna go and find me some better alternate different clothes to wear, possibly something heavy or ugly. I don't know. Look not part of the usual crowd I was in. So yeah, I'm getting ready to go do something that I know is coming down the pipe. I personally, out of character, know what's coming down the road, but in character, I don't yet. So I'm just preparing for what's about to happen. Because after all, the cops are screwing up. That means they're going to ask for help soon.
Yeah. Well, you make your way down to a Sears and Warlock.
Overpriced, bad clothes, but that's what I'm looking for.
They have everything from winter gear that's for your basic person to more fancy stuff with hides and furs and some stuff in the middle.
I'm looking for borderline hobo wear. Not quite, but peasantry wear.
They send you over to a section called
Yes.
Wally.
Yes. Cheap crap manufactured on the frontier for low prices, undercutting good quality labor. I love this place.
But you find what you need.
That's right. And now I'm waiting for the inevitable call of incompetent police calling for help.
They don't. You see them running around.
Oh,
One of them looks at you and says, "Do you know where you and the rest of your fire team is?"
well, no, because I've currently got approximately 1 month, 3 weeks, and several days of. I don't have to be near them for a little bit longer. So no, I assume that they are all adults, and I'm not their babysitter.
Well, word has come down that one of Magnus's siblings is missing.
And this is what I knew was coming. All right, I'll go see if I can go find them.
All right. So, Salvatore, what are you doing? Hopefully writing better books.
After a few days later, how long am I on leave? 2 months?
You're on leave for about 2 months, yeah.
I'm. It's winter time here, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you walk out and there is a foot of snow.
I'm gonna go back inside. No. I don't have to work today. I'm going back inside. I'm gonna go enjoy myself by the fire, kick my feet up, unless I am out of wood, and then I will suit up to go chop wood and go drag wood to fire and not have to worry about fucking winter. Fuck this.
Okay. Renardo, what are you doing?
Well, I'm at the church performing my, duties that, unfortunately, the clergy, there is no day off. So, performing, clerical staff things, doing some healing, doing, some counseling, stuff along those lines.
The main thing that keeps you keep running across as you're doing the medic act is alcohol poisoning.
Idiots. Well, I can't remove poison, so that's the I can just heal you up and send you on your way, but you're gonna have to still have some effects. If you can find some of those pies from last night, those will definitely help your hangover.
Now, did you have any of the pies?
No, I did not have any pie.
All right. Bang, shot, boom, boom. A younger ultra boy comes running up, saying that there seems to be somebody missing here in town. I think they're going to do a town hall meeting, and they're wanting to do it here.
Well, yeah, that isn't there people that go missing all the time? It's cold outside.
Well, it is the
snow.
It is the magistrate's son.
What?
The magistrate. It's his youngest.
Okay.
Son.
Whoa. Time out. Start from the beginning. I want all the information.
Sometime last night, the magistrate's youngest son, not Lord Magus, but the younger one, has gone missing.
His little brother.
Yes.
I will. How big is above board? How big is this town?
I want to say Creve Core.
Okay, so I will go to the. I will take him with me, and we'll go knock on the head cleric's office. Whether it be, I don't know in this one if it'd be like a cardinal, a bishop.
Which
probably a
one?
bishop.
You're a cleric of what, Freya?
Yeah.
Father.
That'd be more than likely be mother.
Mother Superior opens up the door.
We have an issue.
Okay.
And then I tell the altar boy to give her all the details.
The altar boy goes up and tells Mother Superior what's going on. She is very overwhelmingly shocked by this. She's like, I was hearing rumors that the villages next to us were having children missing. I was hoping that there wouldn't be the case here.
Oh.
She looks at you. You're here with the rest of your fire team, right?
Mm-hmm. And the brother of the boy in question is on said team.
Oh dear.
So regardless, and I hate to say this, with all due respect, but I am going to more than likely be going with them.
I highly recommend you going with them. They will need the light of Freya to guide them. And go find them. I am going to start gathering up what here because I'm pretty sure we're going to have a meeting here. Don't worry about it. She takes the altar boy into the office, and you see him running out with a list of things, with like a large list in his hand.
And I will. I'm assuming that we have horses here.
Yes.
At the chapel. Okay, I'm going to grab one of the horses from the chapel stable and head toward the Lord's Manor.
As you do that, you run into Magus as he's making his way somewhere.
You all right?
Hi, Ronaldo.
Are you okay?
Me? Yes. I'm a little flustered, as you might be able to tell. But yeah, my brother's missing.
That's why I'm here.
Well, my father's already given the approval to form search parties, and he wants our fire team out there searching as well. I'm actually on my way to see Jake. He might have contacts that I may not know or may not be allowed to know in the area who might have more information.
Did you look and see if there's any footprints going away from the house?
I did, yes. That there are no footprints. I have a few theories that I'm working on. The first theory that comes to mind is potentially Fae, because they might be the Winter Fae might be operating at this time. Not entirely sure. The old superstitions and all. Every legend has some bearing of truth in it. So someone may have done something to piss off Mother Winter. I'm not entirely certain yet.
Did you? Okay. Let's go get Jake.
Yeah.
I'll spin my horse. I'll spin my horse around and yaha!
Okay.
Jake,
Onward.
what are you? Jake, what are you doing?
Probably making breakfast.
As you're making breakfast, you hear a very loud knocking on your door.
Rapier in hand, I answer the door.
You see Megas and the Renardo out there.
Come
Come on in. Come on in. It's cold out there.
I figured you were either really excited or really angry given your sword on display. I'm sorry to disturb you, Jake.
Not at all.
But yeah, I have a small problem, and I'm wondering if maybe you might have resources that I could borrow.
Do tell.
So I'm sure you've heard the rumors that children have gone missing in some of the neighboring villages. Well, it's starting here now, and the first person to go missing is my younger brother, my only brother, Evan. He was in bed last night, and when I woke this morning, the maids came in and told me that they couldn't find Evan anywhere on the manor grounds or in the manor. And I checked all his favorite hiding locations and still can't find him.
When was the first disappearance?
In this town, today. In the other towns, because I went one town over just yesterday, via horse and came back. They had 5 children go missing. I didn't actually inquire as to the time. I probably should have.
Well, that's okay. First thing we need to do is make sure none of the boats in harbor leave. Then we need to search the boats. And while you take care of that, I am going to make a few inquiries in town with some less reputable acquaintances of mine and see if I can discover anything. One other question. Did your brother have one of those pies last night?
I thought that was a couple days ago now. Sorry, this is me above board. I thought 3 days had passed since the festival.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 days had passed.
I mean, the lady, the festival is still going on.
Okay. I was just making sure of timelines because you'd said 3 days later Evan goes missing. So, okay. So,
seeing as how the pies are a new addition to the festival, we might want to inquire if they're still serving pies and if they are known members of the town, or if they're new to this location.
That's a very, very good question. I think you might be onto something. We should probably go check that out. I'll tell you what. I will check the boats first.
One last question for you before you go. What's the oldest child that's missing?
Would I have gotten that information?
The oldest child is missing is 17.
You'll have to do me one other favor and take my sister and find her a safe place with your family. While I'm out, I won't be able to watch her, and since she's not out of the age range of the children missing, I would also recommend that your siblings get the best night watchman until we figure this out.
I agree.
Maria, get your thing.
I'll do that. And then
Hurry.
I will lead her. I will lead her to the Lord's Manor, my character's father's home, and I will set the staff to a rotational watch so that nobody is ever asleep around the children. Like there's always one person awake at all times.
We may want to get a town crier to give the old hear ye, but in the meantime, let's see if we can cover as much ground as possible before then. I heard that you said that this is happening elsewhere, not just here.
Yes.
So we could be dealing with something much larger or something magical.
That's my thought as well. It could be Fey realm related. It could be magical related. I'm going to go over his room, his bed, everything. I'm not going to leave a stone unturned in my brother's room using detect magic, and I'm going to go over it very, very thoroughly.
Also,
We best be about it then.
Also, there was no footprints in or out from the house. I did ask. So anything that would have been there would have either been on top of the snow, or it would have been flying.
Or maybe a Fey gate or some kind of conjuration-based magic to whisk someone away.
Baron, give me knowledge religion. I think that's on your card.
Yeah, it's just a religion roll.
Religion roll.
Where's my religion? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't be like REM and lose it.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's an 8.
It literally, the die. I hit the die and it just went flop.
Well, okay. Question for you, Conall. This is a mechanics question. If it is within his wheelhouse of knowledge, would he have advantage on this?
Actually, being a priest of Pharaoh, go ahead and roll me another. You would have advantage on it. So roll me another d20.
Okay, I'll take here. I'll take that second one, which was a nat 20.
Yeah. That works. You do know that there are Fae. The Faes do exist. You do know that at this time of the year, it's normally the winter court that's in play. There are good Fae and bad Fae, even in the winter court. So when Magnus is talking about the Fae, you are able to add to his concern.
And I do. That's another reason why I went like either can walk on top of the snow, which would be a characteristic of some of them, flying, which is some of them, and then he filled in the other two that I would have probably have said, which is the gate or conjuration of something, etc.
All right. So you guys disperse. I am going, because things are going in the way they are. I would like for you guys to roll initiatives, please. Just to keep it straight, this is not a combat initiative. This is just turn-based.
Good roll for me. Nice 3. Just keep turns straight. Let's see here. Where's my card? So, okay, I've got a number.
Do you need a roll for me?
Yep, I will roll for you. A second.
Thank you.
Have a
I rolled a 3.
8. Second. Where's a notepad? Note tool.
I clicked the die and it came up with 3 on mine.
Press your initiative.
Which is Dex.
Well,
Well, yeah, of course.
it would be under initiative.
Yeah.
So I get a +2. 5 total.
Thank you, Jade, for doing this for me. I was actually, taking a
Mine's
piece of
also
paper.
mine's a +3.
I was taking a piece of paper like what they used to do in the old days, and we just lost Shauna because somebody's fire detector just went off.
Okay, Salvatore,
Connor's
what
still on
was
his
your
channel?
initiative score?
No, I'm just saying. Shauna will normally leave panels if somebody's fire alarm goes off one too many times.
Salvatore, what was your initiative score? Bruce?
Say again, my friend.
What's your roll? What's your initiative modifier?
My roll modifier is a +2, and I rolled a 3.
Okay, so a 5. Okay, let me get another one. Jake, let's see here. Jake's initiative is a +3, and I rolled an 8 for him, so that's... yeah. Let's see here. Ronaldo? What is Ronaldo's score?
I have a 13.
Yeah, no dexterity, I remember that.
No.
Let's see. And what is Thomas's?
I think I got a grand total of a 17.
Nice. So Thomas will be at the top of the initiative. I'm gonna put these in initiative order for you there, Conall.
I appreciate that. Thank you ever so kindly.
I'm going to arrange our listing on side to reflect that.
Awesome.
Thank you again, Bruce.
There we go.
And for those who are in chat, I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's a little bit more clunkier than I normally run. This is on me. I want to say the people who are playing tonight that are in the panel are doing a great job putting up with me.
I'd like to thank the chat for being here. We have over 11 people right now. Thank you.
Yeah, hope you guys are enjoying. Okay, so in initiative order, what do you want us to do there, Conall?
Thomas, give me a perception check, please.
Alrighty. That would be a mighty. Well, let's see here. 20.
Nice. Modified 20.
You see Renardo and Magus running to Jake's place.
Well, in the meantime, trying to follow my own little stray thought lead here is since I spent most of the festival that first night being an observer rather than a participant in the festivities, would I have possibly seen anybody who was acting out of the norm or suspicious? As somebody who is suspicious and out of the norm and weird, I think I would be able to find other people who would set off the "I don't trust you" vibes.
Everybody except for the vineyard. There was everybody in the village you knew. You grew up with them. You started with them. You knew their parents, so forth and so on. The only new people that were in the village was the pie lady, the guy who ran the game booth, and the wine merchant.
And so outside the huckster who's running the game and the pie lady, okay. Are they still in town?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic! You know what? I want to get out that wonderful peasant hobo costume and try to look like one of the other people in town. To not be, because obviously, if I was to show up with my mighty and majestic boat cloak and my wonderful military uniform and my wonderful wolf hat, they would go, fuck, ignore that. I don't trust that guy because he's kind of, kind of could be scary or could get me in trouble. So I'm going to show up as, hi there, I'm a dirt farmer from Farm 12 over there on the east side. So, because obviously it's daytime, he's probably inside doing whatever the hell. So there's a good chance he's not out right now. So if I can just make myself look kind of like what I remember Dirt Farmer number 12 looking like.
You make yourself look like an older version of Egon.
Right, Dirt Farmer number 12. Perfect. And I'm going to go in, head towards wherever Pie and Huckster are hanging out at.
I'm going to use this for the Huckster. I wish I knew you were going to call him Huckster beforehand. I would have made a token of Bill Cosby.
But the thing here is that you've been to a carnival. Do you trust a carnival guy? No. Dear God, carnies are weirdos.
Considering what part of my family is, I resent that comment there, Kai.
I resemble that comment. Yeah. So, no. You don't trust your own, okay?
That's fair. All right. If you look at the map, you see I put the two icon tokens where the booths were at. Vendors.
Hi, lady over there. Look, so they're out getting, they're having their second breakfast / lunch, right?
The huckster, as you put it, says, "Good afternoon. Can I interest you in a game of chance?"
Yes. Yes, you can. If it was normal me, I'd go, no, I know this game is rigged, but I'm a dirt farmer, and I am a gullible chud. I am here just to, throw my money away at your wonderful game. Please, tell me the rules on it that I will screw up repeatedly.
Now, what kind of game would tickle your fancy? We have a riddles. We have lock picking. We have bean bags that you throw at these dolls. What do you wish to try?
Well, I'm slightly uneducated, and I probably don't know how to pick a lock. So I'm going to throw corn bags at people, at dolls.
All right. He's like, well, he lays out 3 corn bags, as you put it. He points out to there are 5 racks of owls. Knock out 3, and knock out 3, you get a prize.
Well, I guess I'm going to try to be as best a person as I can at throwing random garbage, which is kind of like javelins, but not quite as pointy or fun. Oops.
Did you roll the 16? No, 3.
A 3.
Because this is range attack.
5. Some decks.
It goes slightly wide. You kind of clip one on the far left, and it falls over.
That's surprising. But, oh, wow! I'm such a lucky person. This is wonderful. This is a wonderful game. I'm trying to deceive him with the fact that I'm actually supposed to be excited over this. I am not. But I'm going to make him think I'm excited.
All right. You got 2 more throws.
Woo! Oh, man, 6, so 8. Yeah!
You knock over another one.
Wow, this is a great game. I'm such a good farmer. This is so much fun. Another 8.
And you knock over the third one.
This game is completely rigged. I know I'm sucking at this. How am I winning?
He goes down and reaches into a bag and pulls out a small pouch and puts it there. He's like, "This is your prize if you want them, or we could play double or nothing."
Go for the devil. Go for the devil. Go for the. I'm feeling lucky. Yeah. One more bag. One more bag.
He lays out 3 more.
Oh man, I'm so good at this game. Says the schlub. 19.
Yeah, you plow right into one.
All right. So it's so good. 12.
Plow into another one.
16.
Plow into the third one.
All right. Give me that wonderful big prize.
He reaches down, grabs another small pouch, and puts it down.
So much better than beans.
Interesting thought processing there. I'm
trying to get my brain into the mind of a country bumpkin. Okay?
Right. He looks at you, seeing that you are a farmer. I am sure that you appreciate these prizes. And he says it with all he's being genuine when he says this.
I have all the mock sincerity I can manage.
All right. So he's like, "Is there anything else I can do for you?"
No, I have won your wonderful game. I am luckier than fantastic. I'm going to now go off and enjoy my prize. AKA, I'm going to go around the corner and start fucking arcane luring and see there's like some kind of horrible like beacon or tracking device built into this thing, or some kind of device that will lure the enemy to wherever I am, or whatever small child I give this to. Because I realize that while I'm still technically in the age bracket of potential captives, please come and hijack me and steal me away so I can stab you all in the night, and or make you my best friend, or both.
Wow. All right, Leonardo.
Are we still at Jake's place or no?
Yes. You guys are about ready to leave Jake's place. I just wanted to put a initiative up so we can do this smoother.
No, that's fine. I was just trying to remember where we left off. I didn't know if we were walking out the door or what we were doing. Okay, so I'm going to suggest that we go. I'll look at Jake and ask him if he's got a horse.
Nope.
Well, you can either double up with me or Magnus here. Wait, are you coming out to the house or no?
No, I'm going to be as inconspicuous as possible when I contact some acquaintances of mine that you would all just draw too much ire and attention. Just make sure Marie is safe, and I will come to
the manor house.
Thank you. Sorry, I was choking on water. If I have any information, otherwise I will keep looking until I find what we need.
And I'll ask her if she knows how to ride.
She smiles, she nods, and she just climbs on back of the horse like it is second nature.
Okay. So, are you normally riding solo or with someone?
I'm normally riding solo.
Okay, we can fix this. Give me just a moment. I'll hop on. I'm assuming she hopped on Magnus's horse. I'll hop on mine. go back, grab another horse from the chapel stable, and
All right.
because this is considered to me this would be considered church business.
Maria, when you get to the manor house, have Magnus take a look at your prize. And I disappear.
Go ahead.
She nods and she actually she hops back off the horse, runs inside, grabs the Russian treasure box, nesting box.
Nesting dolls.
Head.
Nesting doll.
Nesting dolls.
Oh,
Nesting
yeah.
dolls. I'm sorry. Nesting dolls, and runs back out with her bow and a quiver of arrows, and hops back onto the horse.
Silly girl.
Okay.
Did you say silly girl?
Yes, I did.
All right. And yeah, okay. She looks at you, Magnus, and says, "Your lead. Your lead."
Yes. Follow swiftly and quickly. Well, the same thing, isn't it? Just follow me. So I will kick my horse into a sprint back to the manor house because when Jake said make sure to check the prize over for anything. So what you don't know is Baron G here sent me the same thing in Discord. I had already kind of planned on something like that. I had come up with something like that. So I'm going to we're all thinking the same thing. We all are thinking the same direction, so that's good. So yeah, as soon as we get back to the manor house, I'm going to basically turn over Evan's room. Like I'm going to leave nothing unturned. The first question I have is the toy horse that I won in the room anywhere?
Yes, it's sitting on a
Okay.
dresser.
Okay. So the next question I have is I go get my the Aurora's brand new doll, porcelain doll, and I also look at the Russian nesting doll, and I use detect magic.
None of it's magic.
Okay. The next thing I do, would Evan have any kind of trinkets that he would never let off his person?
Yeah, he has a small little caramel. Those white things that women sometimes wear as brooches.
Cameo.
Oh, yes.
Cameo, yes. That was your guys' mother's.
Okay, that was okay. Evelyn, Emil, I can't remember her name now. Yeah, so I'm going to. So that's an object I'm intimately familiar with. Then, would you say?
Yes.
Okay, so on my character sheet, I'm going to go ahead and drop my character sheet. Is that mine? That is mine. So on the character sheet, I have locate object. I'm going to cast a second circle spell of locate object, and I'm going to try to locate that thing.
All right.
Let's see here. Because it occurs to me that if he has Mother's cameo, I might be able to find it. Let me go down to my spell cards real quick. Let's see here.
Really
Describe
quick.
or name an object that is familiar to you. Go ahead.
Really quick, we are 6 minutes for our 2-hour cap. How do you guys wish to do this?
You'll pause here and continue next week.
We can do that. So Jade will start off with casting the spell next week.
Okay, that works for me. I will put that note here as well.
It
What was
took
that?
you a while to get here. I'm sorry.
No, it's
That's
I want you guys to have fun, and fun is in the details, especially with this motley crew.
True.
I'm sorry, I have been kind of an asshole.
Oh, so was I. I'm running back in my bedroom. I'm laying down. I don't have to be anywhere for 2 months.
I know, right?
fuck your war. I'm laying down for winter.
No. I was completely expecting some kind of not pushback, but expecting you guys to be who you are. And I felt, when I came out with this campaign, I knew.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be me, Bruce.
Sleep with the chest. Sleep with the chest. Fuck you. I'm done for a while.
That's fine. But for the chat, people in the chat room, thank you for joining us tonight. Please come back to see what happens next week on Tablebreakers. Well, I'll be running the second half of this campaign, and hopefully we can push through it, or I might have to beg for one more night. Hopefully that's not the case, but I hope everybody has fun.
You're good, man. You're good. Thank you, everybody. We're going to cut out now. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you for showing up tonight. And if you guys have the opportunity, do check out Hungar the Starvarian's shirts. Thank you. Thank you, Flady. Thank you, James L. Thank you, everybody who is here in the chat. And we will see you again.
Feeling better, James and Hungar.
See you again next week.